Alright, so...
Got a pretty sweet little counter.
A life counter? This is dope. Alright. Here, you welcome us, and then we'll do our unboxing.
Do it.
Start the show off like you do.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Above the Board Podcast with Josh!
And Phil! I feel like I have to compensate. It's getting worse every time.
I've been...
Join us next time to see if Josh has an aneurysm.
I've been exposed to some radiation because we're playing Fallout.
Oh, wow, yes. So you can check us out at abovetheboardpodcast.com. And today we're going to play Magic the Gathering Commander Fallout Universes Beyond. There's so many titles now.
There are.
But,
I saw a murder mystery one the other day. That one looked cool.
Yeah, you get like detective cards and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
They also released Clue. It's like Magic, but like you win by doing Clue things or killing each other with your Magic cards.
Interesting.
I'm kind of interested in all that. Yeah, Magic as a brand has gone wild. Opening our boxes.
What is this? It's just an envelope.
Okay. You can mail a letter of feedback.
Sure. I feel like I would pull like the winner of some award show out of that.
Oh, this weird envelope had this stuff in it, but it just slid out on you.
Oh, okay.
So right now we're unboxing our commander decks for the Fallout series. So we got some unique cards in here based on Fallout characters.
Yeah.
And Josh, you're a longtime Fallout fan.
Huge Fallout fan.
I'm a longtime Magic player. So
Huge Magic player.
I'm not that big of a Magic player. It's mostly like experience that I have. I've been playing for like 29 of the 30 years Magic has been around.
Jeez. I mean, but like I say that, but like I've played every single Fallout game, and it's been around for probably close to 30 years. I bet. And
then I like that if any fans stumble across our show, they're gonna like have a hernia. They're gonna be like, Josh, seeing us play without sleeves. I'm looking forward to it. Dude, this extra thick. So I haven't opened a commander deck for Magic since the first time they made these.
Yeah.
And they've really upped their game. This little, like the box it comes in is all like punch out tokens.
Yeah.
So that's thrilling. And then like they have an extra thick version of your commander, which is nice.
Thick.
I'll have to refresh Josh on how to play Magic here.
Yep.
But right now we're just going to enjoy unboxing this. So first of all, like your commander just gets set aside.
Okay.
And they chill off to the side when you play commander.
Who's your commander?
Dr. Madison Lee. I'm playing the science deck.
I'm
Exclamation
playing
point.
Mutant Menace. I keep wanting to say Mutant Madness, but that's the TMNT.
Yes.
My commander is the Wise Mothman, which is fitting for me.
So you'll have a real version of the Mothman card in your deck also.
Okay.
So pull that out too. You don't want to shuffle it in. And it looks like in the back here, we
Here
have
he is.
all our
Right
lands. So, just like while we're at it, to refresh you can play one land a turn, and like your basic mountain just creates one fire mana.
Right.
Red mana is the real term. Plains is white. Let's see, and I got islands. I'm that red, white, and blue.
Okay.
And you are black, green, and blue.
Yep.
And then, because this is Commander, you get some of these high-end lands. Commander Tower is like the classic, like it's tapped to add one mana of any color of your commander's color identity.
Okay.
Which is kind of spicy. Since they're designing cards for Commander now, it's really fun. In that one land that can make like any color mana with no penalty would be like busted. But in Commander, they can make it reference your commander, and you can't use a commander in like regular tournament gameplay or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I love that. So they help your lands without like breaking their tournament formats. All right, so yeah, you'll have some weird lands with weird abilities. But the core thing about Magic to remember is the mana cost up in the top right-hand corner of your cards.
Yep.
It'll be how many colors you have to spend, and then plus there's a number of, I'll say, generic mana. It can be any color you want.
Okay.
So for example, this Paladin, Dance, Steel, Maverick is 1 white and 2 colorless. So if I tap my plains and my mountain and my island, I can play them.
For example, this Bloatfly Swarm is with a 3 and a little skull.
Yep.
So that'd be 1 black and 3 other ones.
And so on your turn, you untap all your stuff. You draw a card for the turn, and then you can play whatever cards you want to play.
Right.
Then it's combat, and one of the things that make this game great is the combat is I take my character, my creature, and I say, I attack you. And I attack you as a person. And then...
That sounds personal.
It is personal. I'm trying to knock out your life points, bro.
Yeah.
The first number is attack, second number is defense. So if you don't do anything, that 3 attack hits your life total. In Commander, you play with 40, so you're down to 37. Or you can just use one of your creatures, and you can say, oh, I'm going to block him. So now you're not going to take the damage anymore. And they then do their attack to the defense, attack to defense. And if you can do enough damage equal to...
So if I block though and my attack is stronger than your defense, does that take you out?
Yep.
Okay.
Power and toughness. I should use the real words.
Okay,
Because
sure.
Commander, the amount of text on your cards is going to be up.
Yeah.
And so if it references your power or toughness, that's what it's talking about.
Okay.
And then the only other thing to know is that cards that say instant or sometimes non-instant cards will have the ability called flash.
Yeah.
You're allowed to play those on your opponent's turn.
Okay.
And so the high concept-y thing in Magic is called the stack, where like I'll attack, you block, and then I'm like, I'm going to play an instant. And then you can be like, I'm going to play an instant response to your instant. And then we play in reverse order. And so you can kind of like mess people's plans up by like, I'm going to cast this on that guy. And then you're like, I'm going to play this, so you can't target that guy anymore. And it like ruins my spell.
Gotcha.
I don't know how much that will run into. Haven't looked at any of these cards prior to now.
Interesting.
Yep.
These are the minions though, right?
So these are token cards. It also comes with
cards?
token cards, which is kind of neat.
I have zombie mutants.
Yeah, so you will have cards that can make zombie mutants.
Yeah.
And when you do, you just get to put them into play.
Yeah.
And so these are like, in the Commander sets, they put these like top quality token cards that are like reversible. And so a lot of the Fallout theming is here. Like Treasure is in a lot of Magic cards, but now it's like bottle caps. And then Human Knight, like knights are like a very normal thing in Magic.
Yeah.
But this one is like one of the
Paladins.
Brotherhoods of Steel.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm a huge Fallout nerd, so I'm curious to see how this kind of goes, you know?
Yep. And I'm excited these boxes come with these life counters on them. That's pretty dope. So you start at 40. Oh, that's right. Special rules of Commander is when you're playing your stuff during your turn like normal, you can play your Commander from out of the game, put them into play.
Okay.
And then there's this thing, they call it the Commander tax for short. It's where every time, if your Commander dies for whatever reason, you can put him back over here.
Okay.
And the next time you play him, it's
Okay.
2 more additional mana or whatever. So I think that's enough to get you going. And we kind of set it offline, but because I'm so experienced in Magic, I feel like anybody betting at home should bet on me.
Dang, Phil.
So sorry to throw it down.
I mean,
and like I
that's
said, the one time I played Commander decks one-on-one, it was like real overwhelming force real quick.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this shakes out.
There's some cool cards in here, though.
I want to open this sample collector booster to see what's up in here. We got 2 rares, borderless rares. They are playable in my deck, so I feel like they were planned.
Yeah, same here. Well, actually, I have a red. Like, he's blue and red.
Oh, you can't play that in your deck, so maybe these are real packs. I got Paladin Elizabeth Taggarty.
I have Sean, Father of the Synths.
I got an Hour of Reckoning. I think I actually want this card for one of my Commander decks.
Yeah?
So I'm super pumped.
Nice.
Oh, one of the cool things about the set, not to tempt you to buy all the decks, but they have these bobbleheads.
Yeah.
And there's 5 of them or 6 of them spread out among all the decks. And so it's like they all get better the more bobbleheads you control.
Nice. Did they spell it special?
Maybe. This one's the Intelligence bobblehead.
Yeah, they do.
See, this is the Fallout lore I need you for.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess we can start playing.
Yeah, okay.
And then while we're playing, you can point out all the cool Fallout lore
Sure.
that I'm not aware of. I'm trying to think. I played some of Fallout 1 way back in the day.
Yeah. So, I got a strength bobblehead. So the bobbleheads, just so you know, spell it special because that was like the premise of creating your character.
Yeah.
And each letter stood for an attribute.
Right.
So, S was strength, P was perception, E was endurance, C is charisma, I is intelligence, A is agility, and L was... What was L?
Luck. It's luck.
Yep, there you go.
Yes, I did like the character creator because I have played a lot of... Like, one of the things I have liked about Fallout is that it's more of the American RPG style.
Yeah.
Like, like its roots are in Dungeons and Dragons, you know?
Yeah.
And I always liked the character creation system. Like, I like flat stats with, like, perks and stuff.
Yeah.
If we get into RPG theory, you know.
No, I love all the Fallout games. Obviously, 3 and 4 are some of my favorites because they dive into that whole Skyrim territory, Elder Scrolls territory, where it's not an isometric top-down
Yeah, but I miss a lot of isometric top-down RPGs.
Me too.
I feel like
They're some of the greats.
I feel like I'll get Baldur's Gate 3 at some point.
Yeah.
Anytime I get a game like that, I feel like I can just hear the voices in Princess Bride where they're like, "I just sucked 1 year of your life away." That's how I feel playing those games.
Pretty much accurate from what I understand. Especially Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Dude, just the amount of like alternate storylines and crap in that game. Like I read this whole article about how there's this like group of kobolds you fight or whatever, and you can like you fight them or whatever.
Yeah.
But then later you visit them as a village, and so if you kill a bunch of them when you get to the village, your dialogue options will be different because you killed the people who are there.
Yeah.
There's like 3 tiers of guys to kill before they have this like backstop main character you can never kill. That takes over that role. And I was like, that is wild. And then like one of them, there's this whole like side quest dialogue tree you only get by killing the first tier of them and not the second tier.
Crazy.
And I was like, who pays that much attention to detail when designing a game?
Well, apparently there's the amount of dialogue in the game is more than the entire Lord of the Rings book series.
I 100% believe that. Shout out Tolkien for doing it by himself and not with 100 writers.
Yeah, it's insane though. That's a lot of dialogue in the books. Because, like, all the lore is never explained, like, through, like, someone not talking. All of the lore in the Lord of the Ring is, like, someone been like, I'm so-and-so, son of so-and-so, who did this thing 3,000 years ago. And also, that land over there is part of this thing that happened 2,000 years ago. My name's Treebeard. I've been around for 5,000 years, and this happened 10,000 years ago. Like, there's a lot of talking.
That's the genius of Lord of the Rings, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the funky thing about Commander decks is they have to be 100 cards, whereas normally you play with 60, and you're only allowed to have one of each, which is why it's so fun to play, is because like if you're playing tournament Magic, you play 60 cards with up to 4 of each card, and all the deck lists are like super optimized. It's more like you only are playing with like 10 cards and 4 copies of each of them, you know?
Yeah.
Which is still, there's a lot to be said about how fun that is to play, but I like so much in Commander how you just kind of like have no idea what's coming up because it's kind of like against the spirit of the game to make this like finely tuned.
Yeah.
Exactly all the cards I want show up.
Right.
Like you can't. Magic has apparently over 30,000 cards now or something.
I mean, I believe it.
So you can kind of like build some weird finely tuned thing that searches your deck for all your best cards, so you can instantly win with a combo.
I totally believe it.
But when you're playing Commander, people are like, "Boo! We all want to have giant boards of creatures and do complicated combats."
Yeah. When are the Assassin's Creed ones coming out?
Magic is releasing stuff so fast that I cannot keep up. The next major release they have is Cowboy Magic.
Oh, nice.
And I'm super pumped. They have like a whole Wild West setting. And then after that, they're doing one where it's like a Redwall or whatever. So all the characters are like talking animals, anthropomorphic animals, mouse guard.
Yeah, oh, okay.
You know, pick your poison.
Secrets of Nim?
Yes. And apparently the mythology, though, is that anyone who goes to this world becomes like an animal. Like, because in Magic, you're supposed to be these rival planeswalkers who go from dimension to dimension collecting spells to duel each other for power. And so, like, if you go to this new land, you turn into like a mouse man or whatever.
As you do.
So I think that's super cool. So, but then and then Assassin's Creed cards are coming out in packs. Amidst that, they announced that they did get the Marvel license. So next year there's going to be a whole like Marvel Magic the Gathering coming out.
That's pretty sweet. That's going to be bananas.
They're just going buck wild with Magic releases.
Good for them. Good for fans of Magic and fans of things that are going to be affiliated with Magic now.
So it's kind of funny because it was like I was like getting really into Magic in middle school, and then to date myself, the internet got popular. And then the idea of net decking came about, and I was like, it's ruining the game. People aren't playing with their own decks. They're just getting them off the internet. And so I like quit. But then I realized I never quit because I'd go to Gen Con and be like, sealed deck is the best. No one's net decking. And then I kind of like graduated college and had a big boy job and expendable income. At the same time, they started, anytime a new set came out, doing a sealed tournament. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna play more sealed tournaments. And then I got my like roommates playing, and they started drafting as I was like drafting regularly again.
Yeah.
And then I got back to basically just doing all the sealed tournaments every time a set comes out. And then I had such a big collection from all this playing after I quit that when Commander came out, I was like, wait, you just pick your favorite cool character and build a deck around him? I'm in.
Nice.
It's been 20 minutes of shuffling our brand new Commander decks.
Think they're shuffled enough?
I hope so. All right, so you dropped a 7.
I'd like to point out our playmat that we're on.
Oh, yes. Don't miss out.
Very
Custom.
Very great. Very, very handy for this.
And if we had this on AboveTheBoardPodcast.com, do you think they'd buy it?
Yes. Absolutely. You kidding me?
Dude, the markup would be insane. It would not be worth it.
You don't think so?
No. But now my mom is like, can I buy one? Like, Mom, you don't even play board games that much.
So, like, just to support, you know?
It's like the markup is like 10,000% just because we know only our moms are going to buy them.
My mom would buy it and then use it as, like, a placemat.
Yeah.
You know? She'd be like, have people over for dinner, and they'll be like, oh, God, what is this? Why is your son so excited about things on a board?
It's like our minds are blown. It's so great.
To be fair, if we ever found a board game where these things were coming to life and basically Indian covered, it would be a very similar reaction.
Yes. Dude, Indian in the Cupboard was one of my favorite stories. Like, if I could put toys in a cabinet, a cupboard, I guess,
Dude, yeah.
and then come to life,
Yeah, it's great.
that would be amazing.
It's fantastic.
And then,
too bad you're ruining their real life because you're sucking them out of their...
Yes. The true monster I am would come out or whatever. Because like, you guys need to fight. Like, we have families. Send us back to our own times.
I'll send
Fight to the death.
I'll send your corpse back. I'll send your body back in pieces.
So I've spun my life counter real wild. All right. Is it odd or even? We'll figure out who goes first.
Oh, okay. Even.
You're correct. You can go first.
Nice.
So start at 40. Get your commander off to the side. I like it. We're going to get radiated and stuff. I think what's really cool about this like Universes Beyond series they've done is they go all in on the thematic.
Yeah, because the other one was Lord of the Rings, right?
More recently than that, they did Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess technically you can do what they call a mulligan.
Okay.
But if you have 3 or 4 lands in your hand, you're like going to be good to go.
So if I have no lands in my hand,
that's a disaster.
Well, that's what's going on here.
All right.
We've already called it at the front of the show.
So shuffle it back in and draw a new 7.
Okay.
In multiplayer, you're allowed to like redraw a hand with no penalty. So I'll let you do that as a newbie. I was telling somebody the other day about as I was getting destroyed in chess. I almost was geeking on chess, but then I remembered I kind of hate chess.
Why?
Maybe for the reason I like Magic so much is that it's like every move in chess like super matters. It's like this highly precise game, and so if you make one error, a good player will destroy you. You know, It's like this weird like game of mental fatigue where you wear your opponent down until they make an error. Which,
I mean,
respect. There's a reason it's stuck around as long as it has.
Yeah.
But I was telling my friend, I was like, part of the reason why Magic's popular is because of the randomness in it.
Yeah.
That even though I am 30 years of experience against your 2 previous games,
Yeah.
that the cards could still fall so you could win.
Yeah.
Like you're in it.
Yeah.
But if I had 30 years of chess experience and this was your 3rd game, no chance. Like I have to play badly on purpose for you to have fun.
I don't know. That's true.
You know? In chess, it's totally true.
Nah. It's just you gotta know strategy. Like if you know how the pieces move and if you know what the rules of chess are, it doesn't matter if you've played for 50 years or for one game. If you know strategy, you can win.
I mean, I guess if you got some Paul Atreides future casting going on. No, man. Like, because I was the tournament at church, man. They were like, I played some high school kid. I mean, he's clearly smart and great.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Oh, how many openings have you memorized?"
Yeah.
I was like, "None."
Yeah.
I don't
see. But that's the thing, though, is that like I feel like those are the type of people that like are way advanced in it. But like if you know strategy, because it's all chess is like math and strategy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know.
But that's my complaint is that one blunder and someone who knows all the openings and strategies and finishings, you're done. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it is, like, because I played at this chess tournament with people who I've gone toe-to-toe with in many strategy games.
Yeah.
But they destroyed me with their chess experience. Like, it wasn't even fair.
Yeah, I was one of 3 students that won $100 from a teacher in school multiple times because I'm not a prodigy at chess, but I'm pretty good at it.
Now I want to play you. You probably will beat me because I realized.
And I don't know anything about openings. I don't know anything about. I just know.
Well, see, the game has changed because of the internet.
Yeah.
People will be net chessing.
I just know like certain strategies and backup strategies. Like, I guess you could call them openings. Like, I know like what I want to do first, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically that's what it is. But I have so many more like ideas of like, this is more to bait you, and I'd rather trap you, because that's the fun part of chess for me.
Yeah.
It's like watching. I'm such a sociopath with chess because like I love like baiting people into an area and like watching them like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop you. I can't wait to like wipe your board, and I'm like, man, I'm panicking here. I'm panicking. But then all of a sudden I just love knowing that the entire time I'm in control. I'm letting you do this. In college, I made money also too because I used to hustle the heck out of people.
That's
at the
awesome.
library at UK. Like I would like go, they would have like tournaments where you put in $5 or whatever. I'm like, man, I've never played. Have you played? Have you ever done this? And I let people like wipe out like almost every pawn or like every important piece. And I'm like, by the way, boop, boop. And they're like, you knew all along. I'm like, yeah, I was waiting.
See, I did the opposite, like in this chess tournament. Like,
Yeah.
I was playing this kid, and he stood there and looked at my move like 5 minutes and was like, did you want me to take your knight? And I was like, no, I didn't. That was a bad move. I didn't even realize.
That's all it is.
He's like, okay. And just like takes it.
I'm going to take it now. Now that
It like happened like 3 times, and I was like, this is a disaster,
Yeah.
bro. Put me out of my misery.
I used to be a chess hustler. I used to be a pool hustler too in
Nice.
college. That was my spending money. I was that kid that was like, I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to go and play pool and hustle people.
Nice.
I mean, I also ended up getting the job because eventually you realize that like you can't really do anything with $20 a day.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta go big time.
you got to make money. All right, so it's my turn. I do have
Yeah,
a
you
hand.
get to
I
go
do have a
first.
land this time, right? So
You have more than one land, right?
I have 1 land.
That's not. You can't keep that.
So what do you want me to do again?
Here, just put it in the middle of your deck. You don't know Magic well enough to care. Draw 7 off the top.
All right, I don't.
We're looking for you to have 3.
3?
4 is fine. All land will be bad.
Well, we're not looking great. There's 2, 3. Well, these are like the higher up ones though.
Like
4,
I'm saying
5, 6,
land,
7.
it's like stuff that says land.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right, so you got like 3 lands this time.
Yeah.
All right, now it's a game. Go ahead.
But what I mean though is like it says land, but it's like the land that does stuff.
Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially in Commander, your first 2 or 3 turns are usually just playing lands. Because I think that's one of the fun things about Commander 2. Especially because usually multiplayer, everyone's just trying to play their big swingy cards. Like in a lot of one-on-one Magic, you're like, oh, I'm going to play 1 cast, 2 cast, 3 cast, and beat you before you can play anything good. But Commander, everyone's like, psh, we're all playing giant stuff.
Okay,
There's no aggro in Commander.
All right. So I'm gonna play this one. It says when it enters the battlefield tapped, right? So like that.
Yep. Path of Ancestry.
And then the little arrow means when it's tapped, right?
You tap it to do its ability.
Okay.
So like in the future, you're going to tap it to add 1 mana of any color.
Okay.
But, you get scrying 1, you get to like look at the top card of your deck anytime you use it to play a mutant. Because that's your Commander trick.
Okay.
That's pretty good. All right, you're done.
You're done.
You're tapped out. You done. Untap, upkeep, draw. So I'm going to draw.
Do I untap?
No, you do that on your turn.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I'm going to play Evolving Wilds. You tap it to search your deck for a basic land. Put it in tapped.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and start taking your turn while I get this land out.
Untap, right?
Yeah.
Draw back up to, or just draw 1, right?
Just draw 1. Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna play this Opulent Place. So it enters the battlefield tab. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color. Again, it's a black, green, or blue, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean I can look to the deck for it?
No, because it says if you use it to play.
Oh, okay. Like, so if I have it in my
Yeah,
hand,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that then.
All right. I was like, you do have a 1-drop. I was here telling you no one has 1-drops. And y'all done?
Yeah, I'm all done.
So like I said, these first couple turns, we're just going to play a couple lands. Clifftop Retreat. I do have a 2-drop. I don't even know if I should be playing it, but whatever. The Automated Assembly Line. Whenever 1 or more artifact creatures deal damage to a player, you get energy tokens. So that's my deck. I'm going to collect a bunch of energy.
Okay.
And then I can spend the energy to do other cool stuff later.
Interesting.
That's it for me. Go ahead. I brought my big old magic bag, which is affectionately named Backpack because of your wife.
Very good.
Because It's actually the backpack I had in kindergarten.
It is not.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. But since it's canvas, it's held up
Very well.
these
apparently.
35 years. You know what? I should have mentioned. I got these for Christmas. I've been geeking on. You know how I lost one of my pins at Gen Con?
Yeah.
So for Christmas, I got these pin locks
Oh, nice.
that you screw them in.
Yeah,
And now they don't come out.
Very good.
So
There you go.
I guess it's too late to help, but.
Very good.
You done?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. So this one comes into play tapped. So I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay.
Start reading my lore to you. You needn't be afraid of me. It's my Securitrons that are going to kill you. Mr. House.
Oh, yeah. Mr. House is the bad guy from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh.
Harold and Bob, the first Newmans. That's interesting. What are you laughing at there?
The name of this character is James Wandering Dad.
Is that what you are now?
The dude with a shotgun.
Oh, nice. That's from Fallout 4, I believe. No, 3.
Just a wandering dad.
Just a wandering dad. So I have a land here that says you may have this military base enter the battlefield tapped. If you do, you get 2 red counters.
So is this tapped with no red counters?
Yeah.
Okay. You done?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. So I have stumbled on land, so that stinks. So I guess I will just play the wandering dad. Let's go, James. So his ability is he can tap to add 2 colorless mana to activate abilities. I don't have any abilities to activate yet, so.
Okay.
Oh, I should have been thinking about my commander. Do I want her out? All right. Your go.
Okay.
I'm just going to wreck you with James the Wandering Dad.
So I can use any of these
Yeah.
for whatever the colors that they nominate for, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm going to tap all 4 to play my Recon Craft Theta ship.
Ooh.
And when it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 alien guy, creature token. Put a +1/1 counter on it. Whenever Recon Craft Theta attacks, proliferate.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Anything that has a counter on it, you can give it another counter. All right, so these are separate. This is just an artifact vehicle that chills out. Here's your guy. Crew 2 means if you tap creatures whose total power is 2, this becomes a creature.
Gotcha.
But until then, it's just like a
thing
artifact.
Out.
Yep. All right, you good?
Yep, that's me.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Mountain. All right, 4 lands from me. I should have played my commander last turn. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh well. All right. I'll pay 4 mana for the Solemn Simulacrum, which is like a classic commander card, but now it's got this cool Fallout art on it.
Okay.
So I can search for a basic land to put into play taps.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Can we go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I wanted an island, and I found it. So when creatures first come onto the battlefield, they're not allowed to attack. But if you play a creature, you can tap it to crew your vehicle and attack with your vehicle.
Like tap the creature that comes in?
Because if you need to tap creatures whose total power is 2 to power up your vehicle.
I'm going to tap that one and that one to add my Winding Constrictor.
Ooh.
You said I can tap to power this
One
up?
or more counters will be put on an artifact or a creature you control.
That many +1 over each of those kinds of counters are put on that permanent.
Gross. I'm really upset now. Alright, so you're crewing this?
Yeah.
You gonna attack me with it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's flying, so go ahead and tap to attack.
Whoop.
Alright, so whenever it attacks, proliferate. Alright, so now anything with a counter on it, you can give 1 more counter to.
Okay.
So
+2/+2.
yeah, but you're putting a counter on something, so this constrictor gives it 1 more.
So +3/+3.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's got 3 1/1 counters on there.
Sweet. Okay.
Gross. So now it's a 4/4 flying. I don't have anything flying, so I take 4 damage to my face.
To your face.
I'm gonna remind the audience that I'm definitely gonna win, even though it's 36-40.
Yeah, probably. You don't gotta be a jerk about it, Philip. You ain't gotta be a jerk about it.
I know, it's just context for the fans.
Yeah, well, the fans can suck it. Okay? And if they don't like it, they can hit the road. Alright, that's me, though.
Untap, 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 draw. Ooh. So many options. I like this. So I'm gonna see how it goes. Sean, father of synths.
Very good.
Whenever I attack, you may create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of target attacking legendary creature. So I'm going to attack with James the Wandering Dad and a synth James the Wandering Dad.
Okay.
So they're both 2/4s coming at you.
Sweet.
They're separate, so you can block one of them.
Okay.
and the other one will hit you, or you can let them both hit you.
Can my flying block or no?
No, he's tapped, and he's not crewed, so he's back to being a rock or whatever.
Rock. So only this dude.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, just to spoil my own strategy, this card, whenever one or more artifact creatures deals combat damage to a player, I get one of my energy counters. So if you don't block this one, I'll get an energy counter.
Okay.
So if you're thinking about blocking at all, you want to block this one.
Sure. I'll block everything. Anyway.
All right, so 2 power to your 3 toughness, so you survive.
Okay.
3 power to my 4 toughness, I survive.
Okay.
You take 2 damage to your life total.
To my face?
Mm-hmm. I have nothing else, so go ahead. All creatures are full strength again.
So enchantments, how long do enchant? Are they all at one-time use? Or?
No, they all stay. Sorceries and instants are one-shot effects. Everything else stays on the board.
All right. I want to tap to play. Or no, I want to tap this too to play disenchantment. So whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature you control, or a creature card in your graveyard, draw a card.
Dope.
Seems kind of helpful. That's me. That's all I can do right now.
You can attack or activate your vehicle or whatever.
I thought because these are...
They're untapped. Yeah, you're good to go. You can do something new this turn.
Sweet. Do I have to tap these to activate it, though?
You need to attack creatures with total power of 2. So just this guy can activate this guy.
Okay.
And then you could attack with them both if you wanted.
With both cards?
So this one will tap to power that one up. But then both of those...
Okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying. All right. So we'll do that. And then tap to attack, right?
You can also attack with this guy. Because you choose all your attackers at the same time.
All right.
All right, now this triggers. So anything with a counter, you can give another counter to.
So that's 5, right?
Yes. Which is disgusting. So if he dies, all my synths die with him. I don't know if I'm ready for all that.
Interesting.
But if he dies, I get to draw a card. So I'm going to do what they call in the Magic world chump blocking.
Okay.
I'm going to send this chump here to block. He dies. I don't take the 5 damage from him.
All right.
But your flying spaceship gets me. So he'll die. I take 4 damage again.
Can I not choose who to attack with the spaceship?
You always attack the person.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I do get to draw from him dying. So it's still your turn, but you're all tapped up.
Yep.
So my turn. Untap. Keep draw. I need to figure out what to do about that dumb alien. I'm going to pay the Assaultron Dominator. I get 2 energy just for playing him. And I think I'm going to come after you. I guess you're tapped down, so I'm going to attack with the whole gang. I'm going to get another synth of this guy. So I'm just going to put a 2 on here because I have 2 synths.
Okay.
So all of these attack you. 2, 4, 6, 9 damage to you.
All right.
Go ahead.
Is this any land?
It's colorless.
Okay.
Which is usually the generic cost. But there's a couple freaky cards that want you to pay colorless mana.
Gotcha.
But I don't think you have any. I think that's, especially with Magic being so old, that's one of the interesting things is that there's a card that can do like anything basically. So it's easy to get caught up in exceptions.
Tap, play, Hancock the Ghoulish Mayor.
Ooh, Zombie Mutant Advisor.
Each other creature you control that's a zombie mutant gets a XX, where X is the number of counters on Hancock. He's undying though, so when he dies...
Oh, gross.
If it had no counters on it, return to the battlefield under the owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it.
And so draw a card because you now have Guardian Project.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to power up that ship again. He can't attack that, right? Because he just came out?
Right. He has 2 power, so you could use him to power up the ship if you wanted to attack with that guy.
Sure, we'll do that. So I have my alien, my ship attacking you again. I guess I can attack with him too, right? Since he's not powering up the ship.
All right. A snake, an alien, and a spaceship all attacking.
Yep.
This triggers, so anything with a counter, you can juice up.
It brings him to 6.
And then plus the snake makes him a 7.
Seven.
You're snowballing me right now. Let's see. 7 damage is kind of a lot. But I don't know if I want to use my Assaultron Dominator's ability. I don't. I'm just going to let him eat it. I block your 7/7.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6. I'm at 26, you're at 29.
Yep.
Are you done?
Yep, that's it.
I feel like I got a big play here. Let's see if it works out. I'm going to try playing Sentinel Sarah Lions.
Nice.
And so... Oh, I'm so dumb.
Why?
Oh, it's not legendary. Never mind. I'm a genius. This is great. Okay, carrying on. I'm going to attack... Let's see. If I attack with them all... 2, 4, 6... I'm too tired to do combat math now. 19, 23... Oh my gosh, I think I stole this game from you.
You just what?
I think I might have stole the game from you. Alright, I'm going to attack with them all.
Okay.
And then his thing goes off, so I'm going to make a clone, or a synth,
Okay.
Sentinel Sarah Lions. So now, an artifact entered the battlefield under my control this turn. So because of her ability, creatures I control get +2/+2.
Okay.
I have 2 of them.
All right.
So they all get +4/+4.
Okay.
So 8, 16, 22. Let's see. 6 more is 28. 6 more is 34. And 7 is 41.
Yep, that's it. That's the game. Good job.
That's so tough. See, so coming back to what I said at the beginning, though, Commander is meant to be played with 4 people.
Yeah.
And so as soon as someone gets ahead, everyone else is like, no more shenanigans from that guy. And they gang up on him.
Yeah.
And then it's also, the other thing here is like, while I can swing out and knock you out immediately, I'd be completely tapped out, and 2 other players would be like, oh, let's get Philip. He's got nothing left. You know? So I would be like, which 2 creatures can I was like, I want to get a little damage in, but I don't want to go all in.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Well, great.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks for that bull crap.
I promise you, Commander's way more fun with 4 players.
I think that's enough for me. No more.
When this happens.
No more for me. I think I'm tapped. I'm tapped like magic. But I wouldn't have known if we hadn't tried it. So, it's fine. It's all good. We learn. We live and we learn. Thank you for watching and listening to me get absolutely...
You got robbed. You got robbed.
I want to make this R-rated, but I won't because I know that we have people that listen to it that don't appreciate sailor language.
It's for the families.
I'm letting it go. We're letting it go. We're turning over a new leaf. It's 2024. I'm almost 40, Philip. I don't have time.
You don't have time to sweat magic.
All right. So that's it. That's our show. Catch us next time. I don't even know where
For Above the Board with
Josh
and Phil.
Yep. There you go.
You made it to the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening. Make sure to review, subscribe, like, heart, thumbs up, star, or whatever your listening platform lets you do to say we're something a human could listen to. You can message us on Twitter, Facebook, or Anchor.fm with all complaints and corrections. All the links you need are on AboveTheBoardPodcast.com. Stay above the board.
With Josh
And Phil.
You win. Perfect.